Alright guys, I am getting ready to do a Netracell run, which I have yet to do for the first time, so I'm playing with a buddy and we're in a group here, so I don't want to hold up and have them in here without me. Not sure exactly what these are, but I know it's going to be difficult.
Listen, you're not getting out of the anchor hold without all 4 key glyphs.
Alright, what do I need to do?
Ready? To leave the anchor hold, access that terminal.
The squad must pick up all 4, what's that thing? Key glyphs to exit. Okay.
That was the easy part. Now
Looks like they're jumping past some stuff, or are we just
terminals coated with
jumping past stuff?
In these halls. Yeah.
I'll just follow the leader, guys. Being that this is the first time I've ever done this, I have no idea what we're doing, where we're going, or why. Oh, whoops. Don't want to be caught out by myself, for sure. Looks like everybody's headed this way. Netracell search radius narrowed, okay. Oh, so we're just trying to find Netracells. Alright, and I see a yellow down here, so I'm guessing it wants us to go this way. Alright. So far, I haven't dropped, which I guess is a good sign. So there's a big old circle. Search radius narrowed. Okay. Looks like we just kind of follow the point. I still see people heading this way.
Collect your necromech from the dispenser at your convenience. Give them help.
On the off chance,
This is it. Use the key glyph and get ready for whatever happens next.
Alright, so we're standing here, but I have no clue what
glyph.
we're supposed to do here.
Try
Search
again.
terminals. So I guess we have to put the glyphs into this thing. So do we all have to go back and pick one up? I have no idea what's happening, guys. First time I've ever done this. So
Wrong key glyph. Try another one. Security's freaking out. The Netracell doors won't open. Till you
So
clear
what do we
out
just
the
have
alleys
to-
around the entrance?
take out enemies. Alright. I see a few guys down here. Bellark seems to be doing okay. Everybody else is back here.
Necromites are slowing us
Oh,
down.
you have to stand in
Find
the
'em,
circle for
smash
the
'em.
kill count. Okay. Appreciate that. So I guess it's in this circle. I got it. Sorry. So we have to stand in this red circle. Netracell alert level. Enemies will come to us and we just take them out from within the radius of the circle. That's what it looks like. I guess that's easy enough. We can move a little further, not much. I Give everybody a little extra damage here. I'm still in the circle. I guess I'll get back to where everybody is. I don't want to stray too far from the group while I'm trying to learn what's going on. Big guy.
It's working. You gotta keep going.
Give everybody a nice roar. Just still in the circle. Like we have an Eximus sometime over there. Still in the circle. Barely, but we're in it. Alright, so we're taking an alert level down by taking out enemies is kind of what it looks like. So I guess it's the onslaught of enemies from the alarm. Alright. And we're just taking them out to lower the alarm. Now it's down to 30. Now what do we do?
Damn Netramites are reinforcing the Netracell.
They ran
Your
this
hands are
way?
tied until you knock them out.
Enemy intensity increasing. Okay, so it's going to get a little harder. Give everybody a little roar here. Okay. See some enemies back here. Great. Looks like a couple coming this way. We're still in the circle, so far this is making sense. Could probably divide and conquer a little better, but again, I want to make sure I get what's happening here. Looks reasonably straightforward. Follow the yellow point. Now it says to search the Netracell. Okay, so I guess we keep going forward.
You're in.
Now what do we do?
Grab and go.
Just breaking stuff.
See what you got when you get back here.
Breaking stuff and taking loot, it looks like. Is that it? That wasn't that ridiculous, if I'm honest.
I wonder what
Where are they headed? Up here?
planned on doing with that.
Unidentified item. So now we just leave. So, oh, some Leyhorn, nice. Looks like we're just looting a room. That, I mean, other than a harder difficulty section of enemies, that looked pretty straightforward, guys. It didn't seem too nutty. So, I guess maybe I was making that out to be a way bigger deal than it is. Or maybe it's just because I use Rhino, who's, you know, I'm very comfortable with Rhino. It's the frame I played the most. Like, not even close. Actually, Dante might be catching up. Azure Archon Shard. 2 owned? Really? Wow. Alright guys, so I just finished running, I think we did it 5 times, I believe, with my buddy the Netracell Runs, and right after the first run, my batteries died, so I didn't have a nice segue there, but I did end up getting some more shards. They also mentioned something to me while I was in there that is going to have me go grind some bounties in the background real quick, because I guess there's different other types of shards you can get if you pick up this Helminth segment from Bird 3. But it cost, I think it said it was 30,000. So I'm going to do a little background grinding, go bang out some bounties real quick over in the Sanctum Anatomica, and then we'll come back. But I do want to just pop on Archon Shards to see what all I have in my possession now. I accidentally missed picking one up, which is extraordinarily sad. But I do have an Azure now. I have an Amber and a Tau Forged Amber. That I would really like to throw on Dante. And I've got still another Crimson. So I've got 2 Tau Forged Crimsons and a Rhino. Frankly, he plays it would probably be overkill to keep throwing stuff on the Rhino. You know, I could see an argument, but I want to kind of see what the other different colored ones are. It alluded that you can combine them. So I don't know what that's about. But I guess if you take red and blue, it'll turn purple. If you take red and yellow, it'll turn orange. And blue and purple, it'll turn green. So purple, orange, green. Is that what we're going to come up with? Is there another color combo I missed? I don't think so. So maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it has nothing to do with the color. I'm just guessing that maybe it's some kind of hybrid of whatever the things are. Either way, it sounds really neat. So I'm going to do a quick cut, guys. I'm going to jump over and just bank out some bounties so I can pick up that segment. So the next time that I pull some more shards, maybe I can go. I'm assuming you do with the Helminth to combine them. So I'm guessing you have to decide, oh, do I want to take, you know, one of each of these to combine into one, or maybe you can throw 3. I have no idea. I'll figure it out when I get there. But at least in the quick description I read at Bird, it sounded like you could combine them to make new shards. So that could be potentially interesting depending on what it makes and what the perks are. Because the 3 selections we have right now, red, yellow, blue, are pretty cool. So I'm trying to guess what else they could throw on the table, but I guess I'll find out. So yeah, guys, do a little grinding, quick cut, and I will be back. All right, guys, just from running Netracells, it looked like I got some XP as though I was running bounties, so I only needed to run one real quick. So I'm going to travel back up to Bird 3. We'll do Browse Wares. Obviously, he's got a lot of cool stuff, so if you just keep getting points and you have everything else you need, I guess you could just run up. But I guess it's this. I kind of turned a blind eye to it, or maybe I saw it before, but I just missed what it was. Either way, I've got enough Lanthorn, Voca, Stella, credits, and Necrocoil. So let's just grab this. It says allows Helminth to fuse Archon Shards into more powerful variants through Coalescent Fusion and Ascent Fusion. So I'm guessing that, yeah, we're going to make just different types of shards by merging 2. Maybe you can do 3. I have no idea. Either way, let's grab this. Let's get the blueprint so we can get that crafting.
Okay. Bye-bye now.
I'm going to quickly fast travel back out of here. All right, guys. So after the last cut, I think I was playing with Dante in the background. Yeah, that's the thing that happened. So what I want to show you real quick is just a few things that have been going on in the background. This video is a little disjointed because I recorded it over the course of the better part of a week and a half. The crazy busiest time of my day job started up, and it's just taken me that long to finally get effectively what I wanted to do in this video wrapped. But we did our first Netracell runs, which I did with a buddy, very appreciative for their help kind of explaining what I needed to do in the room. Super fun. It was not nearly as brutal as I was expecting it to be. And, you know, we were talking outside of the game and saying, you know, their opinion is they think that even though it's level 200 whatever enemies, that Steel Path in general is harder. And yeah, I would agree. I didn't do it because I saw the enemy level and I thought, man, if Steel Path is this intense, there's just no way I'm ready for that yet. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And of course, you can get all sorts of cool stuff for it. Though I did catch in one of the runs we did, I failed to go upstairs into the room to grab the Archon Shards. But I'll quickly just kind of show you. I don't remember if I already had this in a cut. This is several days later. I'm just going to go in and see what I actually have in my possession. So I now have 5 reds, 3 yellows, 3 blues. I did put my Tau Forged, just this one so far, on Dante, and I really, really like it. I use him a lot. He has kind of become my default go-to frame for farming, just for needing to add clear, because his abilities hit pretty hard in my opinion. They're super consistent, and he's got a big range with the setup I have. So I have been using Dante a lot. I am a big fan. Plus the added benefits with you're playing with others. I mean, he can just throw, what's it called? Overguard, Overshield. I forget the exact name of it. I know that's bad. I really should know what this is. Overguard. Yeah, that's what I thought it was called. So you can keep the team topped up, keep everybody on their feet. The Page Flight, the Word Warden. He's just got a great kit. So I have been using him a lot. But what I had been working on relatively recently in some other prior videos, I was trying to use the Zenith Crowns over in the Granite Void and get through that. I didn't test. I had tested out the mid-tier. I didn't have any of the lower tier. I did finally end up getting some, but that was part of some grinding I was doing in the background, and frankly, it wasn't that interesting enough to show again since I already showed you doing me the Granite Void, but I did quickly figure out that it could drop some weapons and Protea parts, and I did grind over the course of several days and get them all, so I do have Protea crafting. You'll also notice I have a lot of hounds sitting in the background. That's because as part of that, I spawned a bunch of Sisters of Parvos, which I didn't realize that that's how that functioned until I got in and did it. So I do have some weapons there. I figure all of you probably know what that's about. I've already done Kuva Liches. So unless somebody was really dying to see how I approach it, definitely if so, happy to do it. Let me know in the comments. But I grinded a ton of Sisters of Parvos. In general, I thought they were easier than the Kuva Liches. They absolutely go faster. Gosh, I probably ran 8-9 Sisters close to it in the last week and a half, give or take. Earlier today, off recording, I ran a Kuva Lich because I just wanted to see if there were some other new Kuva weapons that I could get as well, but I'll kind of show you what I have so far. First time I've ever done this. I ran, the very first weapon I had that dropped was this Tenet Glaxian. And it dropped at 50-something%. It was a really good drop. So I ran it once or twice more maybe to get it up to 60. And it looks like it caps at 60 for this bonus because I did another Valence and it wouldn't, or had it ready to, and it wouldn't let it do. So I don't know if this is the same for all weapons, if it's weapon specific, but I can tell you my approach for this was I swapped to Dagath because she has viral, and indeed it looked like viral is the status that dropped on the Glaxian. Though, I want to point out I ran Dagath today for a Kuva Lich, not a Sister of Parvos, a Kuva Lich, and what dropped was this Kuva Heck. I guess it's a shotgun, and I did this with Dagath as well, but it says that it's Toxin in lieu of Viral. So I wonder if maybe that weapon innately has a cold status and Dagath actually procs Toxin onto the weapons. I don't know. I've done several with Dante before because he's just so good at if you just want to solo some stuff mindlessly in the background for ad clears and getting through stuff. I think he does impact on weapons. I don't really remember, but I do recall from comments people telling me, hey, Toxin is the one you want. And I was just kind of guessing with Dagath. I thought it was viral, but it looks like it might be Toxin. But kind of as comparison, I can show you, I'm pretty sure I did this one with Dante and got the Lich with Dante. So maybe Dante's cold or puncture, blast. I don't even remember anymore, guys. This one I got a while ago. The Kuva Sobek, I don't remember when I got this. That would have been several weeks ago. Just work I did in the background. That says Toxin. Who was I using that I would have gotten? I don't know. Now I'm really confused. But either way, I do know that I got these and spawned the Lich while I was playing Daggeth. So this says viral. If I come over to the Tenant Archiplasmor, which I also did, I have it up to 49.7. That's after Valence bonding 5 times, guys. That's how many times it took. This does say viral. So I'm guessing maybe Daggeth might be viral, might be toxin. Maybe this also has innate cold. I have no idea. But I do know who I used. So this one, I'm probably going to keep doing a few more sisters. So if you guys want to see kind of how I approach and my process for that, happy to make a video on it. I find the sisters pretty fast and quite fun. Of course, you can see I went with my white, gold, and black color scheme. I really think it looks sharp, and it looks really awesome on those really big... what are they? Tenant weapons, the Corpus weapons. This one I played around with a little bit. Seemed pretty good in its current state. Not as good as the Fellarks. So I have been using Fellarks. But I suspect once I get it ranked up, get the Valence bonus up to 60%, and then get some... Formas done in the background to be able to make more use of full points. It's going to be pretty solid. May even give the Fellarks a run for its money. I don't know, but it looks pretty promising. Latum's still the Latum. Harmony's still the Harmony. Though, I'll show you one more thing I did in the background. A few days ago, I was farming for Rivens, trying to get some unlocked to see if anything decent popped in. And I found that you could re-roll stats on an existing Riven. So I think I had like, heavy attack efficiency, which was pretty awesome, I guess, if you're going for that type of build. But I re-rolled it. And I think that this actually probably is a little bit better because it increased the crit chance on it and by 2 times on heavy attacks. And I primarily use the heavy attack on Harmony based on the loadout that I have. Also gave some additional damage bonus to Corpus, threw in a little puncture in the background. Which does not override my viral I have on there, so viral should still proc first. Yeah, it made the attack speed a little slower, but I'm okay with it. When I pull it out, the heavy attack's not super fast anyway. It was negligible, but this thing really does hit quite nicely, and this was a better roll on the existing Riven that I had. So I guess what I can do to kind of show you some other stuff that I've been doing in the background. I don't have a ton of Rivens that I know yet. I had to buy some slots. I guess you have to use platinum for that. Maybe there's another way. That's the only thing I saw, but luckily I have 1,000 some odd platinum, so no big deal. Here's the ones that I do know that I've gotten already. Tigress Gel Puritron has cold plus damage to Corpus and infested and takes a little slash off. I don't have the Tigress, don't know what kind of weapon it is, but if it already has some innate cold, that means one single mod for Toxin, and then you can get Viral if you want to do a Viral build. Or, maybe I would rotate it. Viral doesn't make sense on everything, which I was just reading through some comments. Like I said, I've been super busy this past week. I had to get another video scheduled for today, which is September the 14th. And I was reading through some comments because I've been super busy the last week and a half. I haven't replied in a week and a half. I'm a little behind, guys, but I was reading through some of the stuff that people mentioned. And it seems this entire time I have had a complete misunderstanding of how viral functions. So let me tell you why that is, and I'm assuming that the comment is correct. Obviously, I do have some viral on my Fellarks. Says damage to health up to, X with multiple stacks for a short duration. What somebody explained in my comments from the last couple days is that viral does damage on top of base damage, but you have to be able to get through the enemy defenses first for viral to take effect. And the reason they were mentioning that was on my recent Ember video where I started out with the Ignis Wraith and it didn't feel very good to use. And I haven't adjusted this since I used it in that video, so I'll show you how I have it set up. Heat is not the primary, viral is. And of course, I was fighting Grineer with big shields. So we've got to get through their armor before we can, I guess, have viral to take its effect. So heat probably would have been the better choice, I guess, to have the proc, since it sets them on fire, temporarily reduces their armor up to half with multiple stacks. So I would need the heat proc in order for any possible viral procs to pop in the background. So I think I need to go back to the drawing board on this. I definitely need to add some formas. And to that end, I have been crafting formas every day. I have plenty of blueprints for them, and I think I have 11 or 12 now at the ready. I think I have another one in the queue. Yep, forma going in the background. I do have 11 crafted and ready to go. Finally crafted the Limbo Prime as well, which I forgot about. I got him while he was up. Finally grabbed the Fenmore, because doing some Netracells, you got some Entrati Lanthorn, so I had enough to spend on that. Looking forward to trying out that one. I got me an Eidolon Madurai lens crafting, because I was playing with another buddy, and we did Eidolon hunts. I didn't record it, but I did finally get to jump in and kind of see how it functions. And they were mentioning some stuff that would make my life simpler and have a better time for doing Eidolon hunts. And one was Madurai, so I'll have to get some XP on that. And also the operator, their, oh gosh, what do you call it? The thing that has the 3 parts, their little wrist gun. What do you call it? I forget what they're called, guys. Whatever these are. But at any rate, I have this, and I've got some new parts crafting. I guess I need to put them together and build it. But they explained to me it's called the 111, based off of some table, because they all have really funky names. But I can at least jump into my foundry again and kind of show you what I've got. I do have a few other parts for these, but I'm missing some crafting components. Or is it modular? Is it modular? Did I already craft and grab these? Is that what happened? I must have. So modular. So I already crafted it. I think that's a tier 2 scaffold. Let me see if I can kind of sort of remember the names. One was called Klopkra. One was called began with a P, had a funny name, and another one also began with a C, I think. Either way, it's the 111. Probably most of you know what I'm talking about. I had no clue, but my buddy was giving me some help in the background and helping me get through my first Eidolon hunt. Much appreciated. Super fun. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, guys, I've had a lot of things going in the background. I know I kind of been rambling here for a bit, and sorry this video is a little hopscotchy, but I'm going to get back to a sense of, hey, here's what I set out to do today. I just had a super busy last week and a half, and, this is where I ended up. So I've gotten to do a lot of fun new things in this game, and I can kind of see where some of the stuff that I'm doing right is leading, where a lot of the stuff I still need to figure out and do some work and tweak has been going. And one more thing, I'll mention this. I don't know how to find them quickly, but somebody was mentioning in comments, kind of criticizing some of my play. Neither here nor there. I have thick skin, guys. Not a big deal. But just as a point, I do actually have some primed mods, several now. I don't use all of them, and the reason is because I'm still missing some key mods in the background, guys. And some key ones that are going to be key into a lot, if not most builds. But at any rate, I have, 4, 5, 6 different prime mods. I've been visiting Barakeetir because a few weeks ago I was doing a ton of relic farming for primes. While I was going after the resurgence, so I had a ton of duplicates I was able to sell to get some ducats to purchase from Barrow. So yes, I do have them. It's just the cost efficiency. And yeah, I do have 270, 280,000 Indo. But if you have a mod that has a really high capacity, you burn through that Indo quickly, and there's still some key mods that I'm missing that I'm trying to get and go after to get ranked up to make better builds. So I will eventually be using some Prime mods. I think, my perspective, I can see the argument for them. It could make it stronger, but then in order to use them, you also have to do formas, and I only recently just started getting some formas crafted to make, builds better. And really at this stage, where I am, I'm only really using it on things that I'm like, wow, I really, really like that. I want to make that as good as I possibly can. Otherwise, I'm just trying to save them so I have them. So I'm building up my stockpiles still, guys. Still relatively new to making my way through Steel Path. I'm still on Mercury, I believe. So I have a long way to go, guys. I have a lot to learn. And I know several people have also mentioned this in my comments, and I did mention it, in passing in a video a month or so ago, maybe. So I've gotten through all but, I guess, Odin and Interception. And I did already unlock a next set on Earth and also on Mars, and I might have already done a few over here. But at any rate, guys, lot to do. I'm just taking my time. I'm still trying to tackle one thing at a time. I'm still trying to go after new things I've yet to do. And, just having fun with the game and trying to actively learn new things, put them into practice, and get better. Kind of the main thing, obviously, newly started Steel Path. I've now done some Netracells. That seems fun. I know there's an even harder difficulty version that you can talk to Lloyd over there. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. It looks like you're restricted to what you can bring in. Looks like there's no revives. I don't want to be a detriment to the team, so I'd like to get better builds first. But I'm just trying to get there, guys. I've got about a year and a half in the saddle, but my playtime is extremely limited. I know if you were looking at my channel, I've got about I think I'm pushing 180, 190 Warframe videos scheduled. But barring little bits of just mindless grinding in the background, you guys have seen almost 100% of real time of all what I've actually really done in the game. So yeah, it's a lot of videos, but I don't think I have 500 hours playtime total in the saddle in this game yet. I have a very demanding day job, among other things that life requires of me. So yeah, I know I've been playing it for a while now on my channel, but I'm still learning. Exhibit A. I have not used Ash. I have not used Atlas. I have not used Citrine. I have not used Equinox. Gauss, I got rid of my old one. I fed him to the Helminth because I had Gauss Prime. I did the same with Hildren because I have Hildren Prime. I've not used Inaros, Limbo, Ivara only in Duviri. In the circuit. Mesa is the next one I'm going to feed to the Helminth because I have the Prime. Not used Mirage, Nidus, Neja I could feed because I have Prime. Oberon I've not used. Octavia I fed because I had Prime. Revenant I'm going to feed. I do have Prime. I have not used Corvex. I have not used Sevagoth other than the Call of the Tempestari quest. Saren I'm going to feed because I have Prime. Vauban I have not used. Wisp I have not used. And I think of all the ones that I have, that's it. I don't have Baruch or Caliban or Gara yet. I do not have Grendel. Geyer, I have the ability Lavos, Kullervo, Korra. Obviously, you can see I'm getting close, but I don't have all of them yet. So yeah, guys, as you can see, I still even have a ton of frames I got to get through. I'm trying them out. I'm playing with them. Some are ones that I didn't take to as quickly as others. There's a lot I would like to go back and revisit. There's a lot that I haven't touched in a while. And, I've got a lot more playtime under my belt since then. I have better equipment, more mods, different weapons. And I'm, I am a novice when it comes to builds. As is evidenced by seeing what I put together. I mean, I do the best I can with the knowledge I obtained, and, I'm still learning and I'm trying new things. But in the next video, I have something interesting to show you. It's another part of stuff I've been doing in the background, and you're going to get to see part of my process in real time. Very much looking forward to it. Not going to spoil it, but the next video is going to be a fun one. But yeah, guys, sorry this video is a little bit disjointed. Like I said, working on making the single video over the course of a week and a half, but I had a lot going on in the background, in the pockets here and there that I had time to play, and just wanted to get this one out there. So I got to do some new stuff. I've got a lot of other new stuff I've been going after, and I'm not averse to showing you my process for Sisters of Parvos. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to record it in lieu of just grinding them, off recording. At any rate, guys, that is going to do it for today. I honestly, the recording session is so disjointed over many, many days. I have no clue how long the raw footage is going to be. It's probably a lot and going to require many, many edits. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Next video, got something completely different planned. And hope you check in to see it. And I'm expecting that I'm probably going to get a lot of interesting and very useful feedback from you guys. So looking forward to it. Guys, as always, I sincerely appreciate you checking in. And we will catch you on the next one.